is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here, but also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get back to the action. Team out there getting ready, and this is in the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the kickoff will be returned. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
Something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback will throw it on one pass option. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Tailback with another carry. And the Trojans pick up 1st down yards to keep the drive going.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles Wright and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. his right. Good enough for first down yardage. Using his legs, it's Jackson.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Pop over the middle. It's Jordan. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Now, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. If you decide to sit back in zone, he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offensive great scoring position here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Looking for 6. Touchdown, USC. They jump on top early. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive in a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. It's Ware. Short connection to the tight end here. He's stopping out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Motion now from the tight end. And the ball is handed off to the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shift this could be.
Cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To throw, it's St. Clair. Quick throw, catch made on the outright. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the open period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. An inside deal now from the shotgun. The final stop and block. That gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence.
He could not be stopped. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so we'll start at the 25. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quick throw, the catch is made. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Caught on the outside. It's Harris. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Ware. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps her foot inbounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
And the Boilermakers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. to throw for it on 3rd and short.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Well, I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the 1st down.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. To the air. It's St. Clair. Here the steps. It's Jordan. They get him back, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
First down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. And he drops it. Can you believe it? We've reached the 2-minute timeout in what's been a lopsided game so far. We'll see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down. The sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Quick pass, the catch is made. Well, he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
This is what an RPO can do in this kind of situation. Kind of freeze those linebackers, open up those running lanes, and the coverages to give this quarterback the option for a quick handoff or a quick pass. Here he sees the linebackers are back, hands it off, and picks up a critical fourth down.
Back to pass. It's St. Clair. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you. Keep this 12-play drive going. Third down is short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jordan. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we had a long drive, how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. Get a little bit closer to the marker. And a quick timeout call on the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defense just cannot get off the field. Long march moves on. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. He muscled out of bounds. Very close to the goal line.
What a job by this quarterback having an idea of exactly where he is on the field. Third down scramble. Doesn't get it into the end zone, but guess what? Picks up that first down. We got a first and goal.
One more play before they head to the locker room. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He's swarmed by the defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they'll get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Ware. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. To Gamble here. Offense going for it. Fourth down inside their own 40. Looking for a man. Finds an open target on the left side. Go for a first down at the 37. The Boilermakers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Nice, easy route here for the quarterback and receiver. A hitch on fourth down. And not only do they get the first down, but some positive yards here for this offense.
Looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, it's a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Pass caught. Second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. To the 45. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And the Boilermakers turn out another first down.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
And on first down, right back to the running game. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And the Boilermakers look to confront here on 4th down. Throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down a sample in this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
The quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run on that play. They got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Running back grabs it on the screen. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
What a game here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Completion. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. And the Trojans will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play. All the way to the 43.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. Back to pass. It's Ware. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. The Boilermakers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. From inside the red zone. They're looking to throw. Comes up with the catch. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. It's an out route, the catch made. So getting nothing in first down makes it second and goal from the 8. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They look to throw it here on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Very near the goal line.
If nobody's open, you can't miss the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Looking downfield. It's Ware. He escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion of a big tight end. They're able to get him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Oh, he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding this big lead, they are set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded avoided red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Caught on the outside. It's Harris. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
It's just been one of those days for this offense and this quarterback. They just cannot seem to find this rhythm to get them back in the game. They're down big, and now another incompletion. What will the offensive coordinator dial up next?
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. And the Boilermakers will have 1st and 10 here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Breaks into the open. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, USC.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Almost set up for the BIG10. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
But it's another sack. What a job by this defense. Even with this sizable lead here early in the 4th quarter, they are not letting up. They don't even see the score. They're still in that attack mode, and I love to see it.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. Dropping back. It's Ware. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
They're trailing by this much in the 4th quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A crucial pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just
as good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team was out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Bringing pressure. That's a fly to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on... in there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grinding away on the ground. Well, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Crucial third down play right here. It's a draw to the back. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring out 4th down and 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
The first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Ware. Fires it to the wideout. The flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it with room to run. And here he goes. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play.
Tremendous protection. There's bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job. He secures the recovery. And the USC offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The game is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A draw to the pass. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of it.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.